It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see the Rams. Burner at wide receiver. He really came through last week, going for 126 yards. It's the Rams and the Niners. And it's all up next on EA Sports.
This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Holt. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Warner to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. On the counter, Gore. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 40.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Back to throw now on first down. Drops it underneath to Gore. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up second down.
The Niners had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And right now they're probably asking, hey, who did we offend in the scheduling office? Back-to-back road games to start the season.
Yeah, that's a great question. I'll bet someone called.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Out of the gun now on third down. That's caught inside the 20. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 17-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
First and goal from the 6.
Back to the ground game here. Gore. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. He'll drop to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And not a good time for the sack on second and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's third down. They'll drop to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Niners are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A play fake. Now Warner. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Up the middle they go. It's Tyler, and he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 88 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allow a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him, because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
Play action. It's Warner. Throw left side complete. That's Klein. A gain of 8 there on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Now Warner. And that will be incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Gore. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Now a 1st down throw, Warner. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
On 2nd down now, it's Tyler. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Warner. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Gore. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Again they run. Again it's Gore. And not much room to operate as they'll get this up only to about the 41. The 2nd down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down at a yard. Warner. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Here's Warner. That is caught, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff up the middle. Tyler. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Still 2nd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Here's 2nd and 7.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, Warner.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. This a 27-yard attempt here. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the third drive's the charm. They are on the board, albeit with just a field goal.
Yeah, 3 points from 3 drives. That's not going to win you a whole lot of football games. Hopefully the fact they were able to move the ball a little bit can wake up their offense.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2nd down and 8.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Another carry now for Gore. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll try it up the gut with Gore. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll toss it left to Gore. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. They'll set up a throw.
That went into the hands of Washington.
Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 40 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead.
So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2. And they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Point after here coming up. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That time, a 9-play drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 9.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Out of the gun, here's Warner.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
On first down, it's goal. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to set up his blockers.
The Rams going to take over late in this first half. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, Warner.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
They'll get this one to Cobb, complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. It'll be Warner on 1st down.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Warner to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando, standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
7 yards there and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
False start, offense.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Clark. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll drop to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The former first-round pick, Eric Armstead, the one who got in there to make that play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Warner. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Warner. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Tyler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
On 2nd down, it's Tyler.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
A play fake. Now Warner. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Warner. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. 41 yards. yards. And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Point after, right down the middle, and it makes the score 21-10. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And this one's incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll look to throw here. The open man is Clark, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. This is caught. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Here's Warner. He finds his man, complete. It's Holt, and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 48-yard line.
Warner. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To throw, Warner.
He's got Cooper Kupp on the slant.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort from the 31. Here's 2nd and 2.
Play action. It's Warner.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Fielded just inside the 20. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. He finds his man, complete. That's Holt. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Warner from the gun. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now a first down throw. Warner. He gets it complete to Jackson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, Warner. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding. Offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Holt. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the Niners' 32-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return.
The Rams ready to go on offense. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, here's Warner. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now they'll run on the draw. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. It'll be Warner on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Klein. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple.
Warner to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
On 3rd and 2, Warner.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Rams first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Now Warner. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. On 2nd down, Warner.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On 3rd down, Tyler. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down by 15. A little under 1:50 remaining. They need 2 touchdowns and at least 1 2-point conversion mixed in there as well. Throwing to start the drive. Warner.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now Warner. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Back to throw again. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cobb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
This is 1st and 10.
Here's Warner. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on third down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call him for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. And they will take a knee here. So the victory here for San Francisco. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now, because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away, because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the 49ers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.